years into legal sports gambling in Kansas, are Kansans gambling their future away? I'm Laura Moritz.
And I am Bria Berry in for Chris Katz tonight, and may be costing people their retirement savings. KMBC 9's Brian Johnson live tonight getting answers.
Yeah, Bria, Laura, well, the researchers aren't against online sports gambling. They've even bet themselves. But the new study that they just published helps individuals and policymakers clearly identify just how much online sports betting is costing those who can afford it the least. Every dollar spent in online sports betting results in $2 not invested in retirement savings. That's the finding from finance researchers at the University of Kansas.
The effects that we find are exacerbated in what we would call financially constrained individuals.
For the 50% of people who struggle to save, the legalization of online sports betting meant more bank overdrafts, higher credit card balances, and more interest paid. The study looks at the money spent after taxes by 230,000 households in all 50 states 3 years before and after legalization.
Legalization is very effective at getting people to pick up betting.
People see it not just as allowing, but almost as an endorsement. Folks who weren't betting before began, and the average household spent between $800 and $1,000 a year online gambling.
It's clear that sports betting is ubiquitous, it's here to stay, it's very popular, and so we need to get a handle on what these effects are, and we want our study to contribute to that dialogue.
The big takeaway, online sports betting did not change how people spend on entertainment. It's in addition to and costing people their savings and productive investments.
You can make sports betting available, and some states have, without making it available online and being able to bet on your phone. And those states seem to have less of these negative consequences.
In Kansas City, Brian Johnson, KMBC 9 News.
30 states, Washington, D.C., Puerto Rico have legalized online sports betting.
It began in 2018 after the U.S. Supreme Court overturned a federal ban. Sports betting is on the Missouri ballot this November. Researchers at St. Louis University questioned about 900 voters this week. About half of them say they support making sports betting legal. 30% say they oppose the measure. 21% say they are still unsure.